Then I got very lucky right out of the gate. I started interning at a commercial radio station, and I got hired very quickly, and I just went for it. I just started basically doing everything I could. I carried that through my career. So I was at WFNX for a long time, and then I moved to WZLX, which were at the time were very different radio stations, but still rock music, still rock and roll, and I always loved it. So I went from FNX to ZLX, and then also BCN. So I was lucky enough to be at all the great Boston radio stations throughout my career. So I hold that, very special too. The first official Rock and Roll Rumble, there were various incarnations of it leading up to, but the first official Rock and Roll Rumble hosted by WBCN was at the Rat in Kenmore Square, the legendary Rat, 1979. The neighborhoods won the whole thing. It was a very big deal. And then it carried through. It sort of bounced around through different venues since. The Boston music community and the club scene has definitely changed and morphed, and clubs have closed and new clubs have opened in different capacities and things like that. But bands that have participated in the Rumble, and people always say, well, you don't have to win to succeed, which is very true. But some names that, recognizable names who have been part of the Rumble: Morphine, Letters to Cleo, Quintain Americana, Sam Blackchurch, Tribe, The Neighborhoods, of course, Mission of Burma, Dresden Dolls, Blue, The Shods. That's just a small helping of some of the names that we know and love, both locally and nationally, that came from here, from Boston. Boston is a city of tradition, and it is one of those things that we've been able to hold on to. Bands aspire to be part of it. I hear from bands all the time, they're like, I'm going to start a new band so my new band can be in the Rumble. Because you can only be in once. Your band can only be in one time, that's it. It's not the kind of thing where you can apply and fill out an application and pay money and be accepted to be in it. It's not like that at all. So I think that's one of the points, that you're one and done. It's not something that gets watered down by the same people being in it. It's important for those bands who want to be part of it. They put their heart and soul into their performance. It's a very different performance than they normally would do on any other night that they would go out and play. You get 30 minutes to bring your A game, and they do. When bands come through Boston, I think they also recognize the significance of playing in that area. Or, certainly we talk about the Rat and it's gone now. We talk about Avalon and it's gone now. Now it's the Big House of Blues. But I think people recognize the significance of it, and I think they know that Boston has always been a rock and roll town. We have several different kinds of communities here. We have different genres of music, and sometimes they overlap and sometimes they don't. But I don't think any other city, for the most part, has the kind of scene that we do. People here do support each other. You don't have that in New York. People want to go to New York because they think that's the next step, or they want to go to LA because that's the next big thing, the next possibility. But here, people do really care about each other. They do really want to support each other. And I think people recognize that. I think if you spend any time here in the music community, you do see that. You do see that the possibility of being part of something is very real. And it's not difficult to be part of the Boston music community. Really, all you have to do is go out and talk to people. Go to a show at any night and go and talk to people. And you know what? You're in. There's not a secret handshake. There's not a special thing to say. Just say, hi, I'm so-and-so, and I play in a band, and what do you do? The door is now open.